Hi, very good afternoon. I am Rajat from College Dunya platform. With me, Dr. Gurpal Rana is here from the YES College. So tell me something about yourself and the education.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Gurpal Rana, and I'm working as a principal here at YES College. And YES Group of Institutions has built a strong legacy. They have been in education since 1980s, and I really feel joyous. I really feel privileged that I got an opportunity to be a contributor with this organization, and I'm looking forward that I would make a significant contribution.
Gurpal sir, you have held many key positions in many education institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector on?
Yeah, there would be many you can figure out. If I have to pick up two of them, so number one would be, I would say, when you stay in education, it will give you an opportunity to be in a perennial path of learning, right? Because when you're in education, you really need to be updated. You need to really understand how do you make your students equipped with professional expertise. You do find in today's world there are emerging technologies. If you yourself are not adapted, adept in that, you will always find that you will be out of bounds. So education is that field which keeps you updated. This is number one. Number two, of course, this applies to all professions, but I think it applies much more to education, that it gives you a great sense of accomplishment. Because teachers, all of us are nation builders. We are going to produce talented pool, human resources, and when we have talented pool, you find you make the country grow, right? And that's how you build a nation. So in a way, it makes you feel special all the time that you are acting a very responsible task of being a nation builder. There's a sense of accomplishment. It really just settles in you. It just really empowers you to that kind of it. So these are two reasons why I feel yes, education is the best field I have chosen.
Great. Gurpal sir, as you know, leadership is important in anything, right? So being a principal in this university, this YES college, what is your philosophy of leadership? How do you describe your leadership style?
I'm sure every principal, every administrator would have his or her own style of working, and my team members, right, they are already present here in this room now, right, when we are recording this, so they would agree with this, that I follow a policy which is more of an open embrace. So when I say open embrace, it's not only philosophical, but it's literal as well. My office is all the time, it remains open for anybody to come in and come, you can always come in, because when you are an organization head, so we put a lot of filters, we put a lot of restrictions, but for me, no, because I would like to remain accessible all the while. So I cannot have hindrances, I cannot put blocks, I cannot put impediments where somebody has to reach me. Yeah, there should not be any other via medium inside that. So one philosophy which I follow to the hilt is an open, transparent manner and open embrace, where I invite everyone, students, teachers, administrators, staffs, anyone. They can always come and have a contact with me. Number two, a leader, do we really need to get it through supervising people? Does it only come when we assert our leadership? I think otherwise. I think leadership is about earning respect. And how do you earn respect, by the way? The most important dimension for that is that you need to have very potent ideas. You need to think ahead. Your team would start respecting you if you're incubating newer ideas. Because when you are running an organization, when you're head of an institution, you really need to keep inventing new ideas. You really need to keep inventing new avenues, new opportunities. And that can only happen if you have that sense of awareness. If you are really knowing your job well, if you can always bring out new ideas, if you can always be an incubator of new, fresh, innovative ideas, how much well-read you are. So ideas is something I would say that will make me get respect of my team member, and I'm very glad to say this, that I do get a good amount of respect from my team members. So these are the two things. Yeah.
So as you were talking about ideas, My next question is about that only. Sitting at this chair, sir, how do you strategize about the key plans and activities that you do, especially in the field of marketing and administration to your university and college? Sir?
Yeah, I follow a very open democratic process. Open democratic process in the sense that once I have shared the agenda of any meeting, of course we need to come together and sit, right? That's what we need to do. So that agenda is shared with my team members. Once they come, then I expect them to come with some kind of preparation. So I would make it a point that I elicit responses from them. I would like to know one's ideas, the whys, and all of the team members, whosoever are present in a given deliberation. So once I get their ideas, then we brainstorm. So when I'm brainstorming, I become a catalyzer. I become a catalyst there, right? Where I just put in few of it my ideas, and that really triggers new ideas from others. So once we have done this two stages, then comes my bigger role, which would be more responsible role. That is that I would be penning these thoughts all the while. So then I would sum up, right? Sum up by giving a final solution, maybe, or final set of solutions, if I can call it. And that would be having a fine print that would take care of all the ideas which originate from one individual, another individuals. While talking, while brainstorming, you would find one idea will overrule others, and they would have that consensus building also. So by the time when you come to this third stage, you will say, okay, these are the ideas which are going to be, operational. These are the ideas we are going to use. So there has to be documentation of those ideas. Once I've done that, then I need to disseminate. I need to provide that in a document form to all my team members, identifying who's going to play what roles and who's going to play what kind of responsibilities. So if I just can recap for you, right? Eliciting responses from my team member, each of the members, every member is really need to be taken into consideration. Then let's brainstorm. I just put some bit of things in that, and then having heard each one of them, having heard them consulting, deliberating, then say, I will make a checklist. I'll make a final list, and then put it on some formal method, maybe an email. And we do a lot of interact these days on WhatsApp, so we will put it, and then of course you will bring other people also into the loop there, maybe the director, like that. So that's how you understand the journey, and then how do we need to execute that. So that's how I do that.
Okay, great, Gurpal sir. We have discussed in-office activities till now. This one question is about from students' perspective. As this education system in India and other foreign countries are structurally very different, right? But in your experience, how this inbound student can gain if he's studying here? What is the different you are giving to that student that he will choose your institute? Good answer.
Yeah. So, again, when the education market, the scenario is so crowded, so how do you create your own USPs? That's important, right? So we are keeping it quite simple. We said, okay, we will focus on 3 different dimensions, and that, it covers all different aspects of education. One would be what would be our focus, and how do we focus on scholastic activities, the academic activities. To complement that, non-scholastic or curricular, extracurricular, whatever you call that, these activities. And the third one, which becomes very important for a college, higher education, when you are offering these professional courses, how do you take care of this professional enhancement? So see these 3 aspects. So let me just talk about each of these aspects one by one. The scholastic activities, how do we make sure that we would provide any inbound student, any student who's taking admission, the best possible academic journey, right? Classroom teaching, of course, that's the first and the foremost. That's the main pivot of entire education. What my teacher is doing in the classroom is something which is going to make or break someone's career, someone's knowledge, because everything, that's the fountainhead of education. That's the fountainhead of the learning there. So we make sure, because when we do hire people, those who have got rich corporate experience, Plus, they should have a rich academic experiences, good work ethics, good fluency in the language. They are well read. So whenever I take interviews, they certainly go very, very long. It sometimes go 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So I make it a point that when I'm hiring, whenever I'm involved in any hiring process, I will choose the best person so that the classroom teaching is going to be perfect there. Then to top it up, we have specialization projects. So 9 to 1, we take classes and give it a break for half an hour. 1:30 to 3 o'clock, we do give them specialization projects on different fields. Just to give an example, for computer students, BCA, BSc, IT, we have run different kind of specialized project like 3D modeling, HTML, or it's Java, Python. There are like computer organization architecture. Then we have multimedia applications, so many. Likewise, for other streams also, we offer them many opportunities to gain more expertise into their specific stream. Not only that, because we have students from multiple other streams, so they can also jump into a commerce, or a student can jump into learn something in computers also. So it is going to give them interdisciplinary learning there. Then there would be an opportunity where to top up these academic learning, they will be given a hands-on experience, an experiential learning while going for these projects, the live projects where they will demonstrate. Maybe an instrument they will make up. Maybe there is a service they're going to provide, which is going to serve some solution for its problem, maybe, right? So like this. So this is academics. Then it is all about academic. Now it's about college. So there has to be fun also. So we have introduced in the recent time one intervention where 8 to 9 every day, 6 days a week, they will be spending a good amount of time doing multiple activities. They can play any kind of sports, indoor, outdoor. They can participate in music. They can just sing. They can just play instruments, whatever, different things. Theater they can participate in. They can do many other talent spotting activities. So 8 to 9 every day. And twice a week in the post-lunch session, we also give them this platform. They can exhibit those skills in some kind of competitive scenario. So it means what you have been doing in the week, you are able to rub your shoulders with others. So that's how we would like to make it. Happy hours is done. Then I would say the third important element is the professional expertise, because that is also very important, because sometimes we remain in this binary only, scholastic, non-scholastic. The third element is very, very important. That is the professional expertise, because how a student performs on a given day when he's given a job is very important. For that, he needs to have good awareness about the CV, the curriculum vitae. That is important. On a given day, your skills in the GDs are tested there, how you have been given those inputs, mediation, intervention all the while. So that's what again focus is. How do you interact in the personal interviews? It's not only a generic question, but how do you answer those technical, your stream specific questions? So they have to be put into practice. We have been doing that. And also about, the personality development, right? How do you go groomed for an occasion? How do you position yourself? How do you behave? What is the deportment? How do you present yourself in all the scenarios there? So all these things would be somewhat how confident you are, by the way, how communicatively equipped you are. So all these dimensions. The third very important is the professional side of yours. So scholastic, one, then non-scholastic, then also the professional expertise. So this Trinetra, this Tridev, this if I can call three musketeers, we always put them together into one being. And once you do that, and that's why we say we guarantee job, because that's the process we follow. We would equip our students to be so very ready for the job challenges.
That's a very deep answer, sir. I think that has covered many questions. I was about to ask what are your industry strategies that you've already answered, so that's great. My last question is about your college's top priority for the next 10 years. What your institutes think, and what are your growth expectations with YS College?
So 10 years, I think, yes, we have charted, we have figured, we have got into some deliberation about what we would like to do. First of all, I would like to sustain some decent numbers. That's one. This is the target for 2023 admissions. That's what we're looking for. Once we go ahead into next year, my purpose would be to add few more courses, right? So we would like to have about 20-25 courses next year when we go ahead for admissions. Once we have done that, right? So I think by that time we will have sufficient number of students with us, and we are making all efforts because we are very pretty sure about our profile of our faculty members, the kind of infrastructure we have, the kind of thought processes, the kind of management support we have, and also the kind of legacy we have. There is no doubt in my mind that we won't be able to do it. So what else after that we would like to do? From 2025, our target is that we should take a plunge into BTech courses, offering BTech courses in all different streams. Maybe once we run a particular BTech course for 4 years, we would like to keep on strengthening more specialization. And once we get to the final year, we would like to see that we take a plunge, we stake a claim to be seen as a university. So 10 years you said, so 10 years I would like that I will have already been a university for 2-3 years when we talk about this thing, 10 years after. So that's what our target is. From a college, gain some strengths, add some more courses, and go to the one which is very popular, that is BTech courses. Then, we will decide our own destiny. We would like to be a good private university which does provide a lot of interesting options for the students to pursue their academics. That's what we feel.
Okay, that's a really great time with you, sir. Any final thoughts if you want to say something, sir? Any thoughts, any thank you thoughts?
Okay, thank you, Thor. I would like to say thanks to the occupants of this room. My wonderful teachers are here sitting. And whatever I'm saying here, it is because I have great respect for all of their abilities. I know that my team is very strong. And a single individual, it's not really possible to make these big claims. It is only possible when you have the backing, when you have this assurance that my team, my human resources are so wonderful. And I would like to thank my management because they have been wonderful in talent spotting, the kind of people they brought in, right? My college, though it is small, but it's very diverse. I tell you, it's a microcosm of India. We have faculty members from all different parts of India, right? Not only in different parts of India, but different parts of the world as well, right? So there is nothing which can stop us from growing and growing. And God willing, we will be a institution to reckon with in the times to come. Thank you very much.